The night was deep, and only a dim streetlight flickered over a broken road at the edge of the city. Police Officer Hamza was finishing his patrol when he noticed a slight movement in an abandoned lot. At first he thought it was a stray animal, but the sound was soft and human. He stepped forward carefully, gripping his flashlight. Between the dry grass sat a small girl, knees pulled tightly to her chest, clothes covered in dirt. Her eyes were wide but lifeless, and her body trembled as if she had not slept for days or eaten for even longer. Hamza knelt gently and spoke softly. "Hey, kid. What are you doing here alone?" The girl didn't answer at first. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. After a moment, she lifted her head and whispered weakly, "I'm hungry." The words barely reached his ears. The sentence pierced his heart. He hurried to his patrol car, grabbed a pack of biscuits and a bottle of water from the dashboard, and returned. He placed them in front of her. She hesitated briefly, then began eating desperately, as if afraid someone might take the food away. She stuffed each bite quickly into her mouth, her hands shaking. Hamza watched silently. Police officers see many difficult things, but this scene shook him deeply. His eyes began to fill with tears before he even realized it. "What's your name?" he asked gently. After a pause, she said, "Aisha." Then she fell silent again. "Where is your home?" he asked. She shook her head slowly. "No home. Mama is sleeping. She won't wake up." Hamza's heartbeat suddenly pounded loudly in his ears. He stood immediately. "Where is your mother? Show me." The girl raised her weak hand and pointed behind the lot toward a broken shack. Hamza turned on his flashlight and stepped inside. A woman lay on the ground, hair scattered, body completely still. He checked for a pulse. Silence surrounded him. She had been gone for hours, maybe longer. Hamza froze, then quietly closed his eyes and whispered a prayer. For the first time, his uniform felt unbearably heavy on his shoulders. When he stepped outside, Aisha looked at him with hope. "Mama will wake up, right?" The question stabbed his chest. He could not speak for several seconds. Then he knelt and hugged her tightly. His tears finally flowed freely. She looked up, confused. "Are you crying?" Hamza tried to steady his voice. "No, just dust in my eyes," he said, though he knew it was a lie. He had not cried like this in years, and he could not stop. A memory flooded his mind. 10 years earlier, his own daughter had been seriously ill. He was on duty and did not reach the hospital in time. After that tragedy, his wife left him. He had carried guilt in his heart ever since. Now the little girl in front of him felt like his own child. He thought about what would have happened if he had not come there tonight. She might not have survived until morning. The thought sent a cold wave through his body. He immediately called for backup, an ambulance, and social services. Until they arrived, he stayed beside Aisha. He removed his jacket and wrapped it around her small shoulders. For the first time, she seemed to feel safe. "You won't leave me, will you?" she asked quietly. Hamza answered without hesitation. "No, I'm here." As he said it, he felt a strange peace inside, as if he was making a promise not only to her but also to himself. The flashing lights of the ambulance appeared in the distance. Aisha tightened her grip on his hand, afraid. Hamza climbed into the ambulance with her, ignoring his duty schedule. In that moment, humanity mattered more than protocol. At the hospital, doctors immediately treated her. She was severely weak and dehydrated. Hamza sat outside the room, eyes fixed on the door. Every passing minute reminded him of the last night of his daughter's life. Finally, a doctor came out. "She's going to be okay. You brought her just in time." Hamza closed his eyes. His lips trembled. This time, he didn't try to stop the tears. He leaned against the wall, covering his face with his hands. For the first time in years, the heavy weight in his heart felt lighter. Maybe God had given him another chance. a chance to save a life. Morning sunlight entered through the hospital window. Aisha sat up in her bed and smiled weakly at him. "You came. That's why I didn't die." Her innocent words made him cry again. He sat beside her and spoke softly. "You're not alone anymore." He did not know what the future would bring, but he knew one thing. That night he had not only saved a child, he had also saved a broken part of himself.